Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of East End Nordics running on PC. Which direction am I going? There's the fortress. Now we just get a better vantage point on it. Let's close in a little further.
Not this way.
Har's beard. This place is even more heavily fortified than we thought from this angle. Adol, the brand. It's reacting. Those three generals must be somewhere inside. The west side looks to be a naval port. Huh? There they are, all of them in one spot.
In the seas beyond the Lana floodgates. Yes, there in the Flumen Strait lies the perfect stage for this saga's next thrilling act. I shall await you and the Sandros there.
So, by stage, he meant this fortress. It must be their main base of operations. I'd stake my axe on it. Never in all of my expeditions have I seen a fortress of this scale. There's no way the Sandros could storm it all on her own. We should return to camp. Aye, even if we manage to sneak in, I doubt we'd get far. Either way, all this new information will help us work out a better strategy. Let's fall back to the encampment for now. Why is it like that?
What's this? Here we go! Something's off. Might want to mana sense around. Oh? Yeah! Seems we got fish in the water. Yeah! Expect this here. There's ruins here too. They've been popping up from time to time. Wonder if they're all from the Great Calamity. Here we go.
Switch! Rage! Mana fire! A rare find!
Switch out! Pretty sure something's around here.
Golden potato. Oh, it's not full ruins. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah!
Miss Karja!
Miss Karja.
Ether? It's not like you to be so worked up.
Hugel just returned from delivering that message you gave him. He brought back a direct order from the Balta Sea Force.
Direct order?
Well, Princess? Is it anything important?
Yeah. Seems the enemy's main forces have left the Karnak area and withdrawn to the Marine Triangle.
For real? Right on! That's music to my ears!
Might want to get your head checked then.
What do you mean?
Our foes can move freely through the Marine Triangle under the White Shade's cover. Long story short, all those ships that pulled out probably came our way. Most likely to
Tales of
join up with their
Berseria?
buddies
No,
at that
it's
sea fortress.
it's just a normal it's a normal bonus item. It's not specifically Tales of Berseria. Falcom and Namco don't have their designers don't have anything in common. Ah, you're one smart cookie, Raph. Or Rafe.
Don't play dumb, Adol. I'm sure you realized it too.
If you're right, then attacking that fortress is turning into a taller order by the minute.
Aye. But there's a silver lining here. Now the Sea Force won't have to spend all its manpower keeping guard around Balta Island.
Oh, does that mean what I think?
Yep. Grimson's ordered the bulk of the Sea Force to assemble at the mouth of the Flumen Strait. He wants to use this opportunity to crush that fortress and the Undying Fleet in one blow.
Damn. That'd be badass.
Bring the battle to them, huh? Not bad.
Once the Balta Sea Force reconvenes, a war council's gonna be held at
Oh,
sea.
cool. Thank you, Game and
They want
Train.
me to report in and take part in their mission briefing.
Yeah, I hope you have fun with your game.
We need to get the Sandras fixed and back by the floodgates. in
There's a
3
lot
days'
of plot
time.
in this game.
I know that's
More
a
than
lot
I
to
ever
ask
thought there
for.
would be.
It's a tight deadline for sure. We'll just have to fast-track the repairs and pull some all-nighters to make it. Let's get to work right away then. All the necessary materials are already on hand.
Dogi, would you mind helping us load up the supplies we collected?
Say no more. I'm on it.
We'll help too, Mira.
Ogren.
Alright, see ya. You have a good night.
Me patrol the perimeter. Adol and Karja could use the breather.
I'll check in with my dad and see if there's anything we still need.
Looks like they've got it handled.
Aye. Maybe this sounds odd coming from me, but everyone's got so much more life in them now compared to back in Karnak.
Repairs on the Sandras continued. Under the guidance of Cruz and Ezer, the work continued well through the night. Finally, 3 days later.
Miss Karja, all hands
I'm
are
gonna
at
go
their
see the
posts.
doctor.
Final inspections complete. Parts repaired are fully intact.
Good. We just might make it in time. Dogi! Weigh anchor!
On it!
Attention crew! The Sandras is setting off on a return trip to the Lana Floodgates! That fortress won't make it easy, though. Be on the lookout for pursuers and incoming fire!
Oh, now we gotta try to get out of here.
All right. This time, we're getting through without a scratch.
We worked too long and hard repairing this ship to let them ding it up again. Hugel, keep watch over the area. And lookouts, do what you do best.
Well, aren't we all raring to go? Those assigned to Night Watch should get some rest, though. I can help with lookout duty for the time being.
Much appreciated, Mirabelle. Now, let's stay alert and proceed toward the fortress.
Past this strait is the Rogue Sea, the largest nautical region of Obelia Gulf.
We finally made it all this way. There has to be a lead in there on how we can save Leela. I'm curious, though. What do you think her deal is?
Well, the Trident didn't seal her away in the Marine Triangle for nothing. Her running around free would have to rain on their parade somehow.
That would imply she's a mono wielder, no? Though it would seem there's more to it.
Either way, we're gonna rescue Lady Leela. And take out those Grieger to boot!
By we, you mean Adol and Karja, right? Or are you still convinced you can just learn how to use mana somehow?
Huh? Sure, it's a 1,000,000 to 1 chance. But you miss 100% of the chances you don't take. Who's got time to waste throwing in the towel anyway? Once we meet Lady Leela, I'm gonna beg her so hard that she makes us all mana wielders!
Oh boy. At least he's consistent.
Go, go, go!
Well, this seems useful.
This could be useful, don't you think? Oh, what a splendid find!
Hey, you don't find these often.
Hey! It's our lucky day!
How do you like that?
Careful not to crash! Adol, look over there.
Ahoy! Is that my sister?
Philia. She must have come this way now that the White Shade doesn't need monitoring.
I'm here to take you to the Jarl. Follow us, Adol.
Aboard the Nordics, flagship of the Balta Sea Force.
Oh, princess!
We heard your ship was reduced to wood chips. Yep, here you are. No worse for wear.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, huh?
And you're not looking too shabby yourself, Adol.
What's gotten into everyone?
We know that you and the Sandras's crew were able to topple Yurth's fort. It was quite a remarkable feat in the eyes of our people.
Gunnar. Feels like it's been forever.
Well, the Sea Force was pinned down pretty bad back at Balta Island. Everyone's real ticked off about it, so you can bet they're ready to throw down.
Sure, but the Flumen Strait's gonna be twice the battlefield Ralphus Island was.
Due to the enemy stronghold in your report, you mean? Consider this, Princess. What better chance for the Balta Sea Force to shine than against a sea fortress? It is to that end that we have summoned you here today.
You have a battle plan in mind?
We do indeed. It will be laid out for you momentarily. Suffice it to say, the information we received from your reconnaissance proved invaluable.
Hoy there, brothers and sisters. Looks like we got a full turnout. It goes without saying that us Normans have a gift for raiding and invading. The thing is, we're none too fond of getting invaded. Once that happens, know thy enemy is just a suggestion. I've kept you waiting long enough. The time has come, right here and now, for the Balta Sea Force to strike back.
You mean...
No need to hold back any longer. Go as hog wild as you damn well please. I want those Grieger sent to a watery grave, with their noses smashed through their skeeter-eating skulls! Till now, the enemy's little trio of generals have acted separately, making them a chore to keep tabs on. But now, we know they've all rallied together at the Flumen Strait Sea Fortress. That's our cue to muster up every last ship we got and blast them to hell and back. Now we're talking!
A refreshing change of course, to be sure. But how exactly do you plan to execute it?
Was just about to get to that. Karja, Adol, step forward. Like I said before, we've got to be efficient about how we leverage our mana wielders in battle. Me, Adol, and Karja will focus on taking out the enemy's big-ticket threats. That'd be the Trident and the Ironclad, meaning we'll have to split off from the rest of the Sea Force.
Huh?
Sounds like kind of a gamble.
Command over my flotilla will be passed to the head of the second, Gunnar. Meanwhile, we mana wielders will forge ahead and make landfall on the Falaise Peninsula. From there, we'll proceed on foot till we reach the Sea Fortress, using the same route Karja and Adol took a few days back, no less.
At the same time, the Balta Sea Force will form up in the water just outside of their artillery range.
The armored warship and fortress fleet will probably start sortying out in response. While they're scrambling, we mana wielders sneak into the fortress itself.
And what do we do once we're in there?
Split our motley group in two. The both of you will blitz down the central bailey, where we expect their command post to be. That'll shake up their chain of command like nobody's business.
What about you?
Me, I'll be gutting their stronghold from the inside out on my way to that ironclad you talked up. If the Trident tries to stop me, I'll rip all three of them a new one. I know you got your own axes to grind with them, but going easy ain't in my vocabulary. Any complaints?
None.
Once you've begun sowing disarray within their stronghold, the Balta Sea Force will advance. What began as a feint will then shift to an all-out offensive on the fortress and their ships. That, in brief, is our plan of attack.
Each individual flotilla will be reviewing it in further detail after this. I'll now be listing out formations. Flotilla leaders, gather round.
Well, you heard the gist of things. We're comrades in arms for the time being. My life in your hands, and yours in mine. So let's keep this civil, eh, Adol?
I can hardly wait already.
I'm itching to team up with the great hero of Asteria myself. Won't be long now before the flotillas are done with their briefings. There's a chance you might not see the crew of the Sandras again. Best get anything that needs doing out of the way while you still can.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Can't blame you for wanting to believe that. We'll set out as soon as you two finish girding your loins. Just give me the word once you're all ready to go.
Hugel, you're back!
You two better not drag me down out there, got it? Pushing forward to gain something means sometimes you just might lose something as well. Be sure to take that to heart and own up to your choices. How long are you gonna keep treating me like a kid? That's nothing I don't already know. If a little lecture like that's enough to set you off, then you really are still a kid. Anyway, give me a holler when you're all ready to go. Yo, Princess, Adol, heard you've been killing it out there on the Sandras. The two of you became full-fledged warriors before I even knew it. Feels like yesterday you were stumbling through the right. Of course, as the more seasoned pair of shield brethren, we can't just let you get ahead of us. We need to keep giving it our best in the battles to come. Let's settle a score against those Grieger. I couldn't agree more. It's time we finish this once and for all. I'm sure this isn't once and for all. Wow, so this is the Norgus, flagship of the Balta Sea Force. It's made expeditions all the way to Bataille before, right? I wonder if they're willing to let me poke around inside. If I take my eyes off this kid for a second, I'm positive he'll slip right through below deck. I thought Gillians were all a bunch of cowards, but he hasn't so much as flinched this whole time. Maybe I'll give him a quick tour down there once we've taken that fortress down. Ooh boy, even the non-Normans among us are pretty fired up. By the way, Princess, we noticed something on the way over. There was this pesky Grieger deep in one of the Orlan Islands. All of us flat out ignored it, but I thought I'd let you know. That right? Noted. We'll keep an eye out. there's still time for the mission, so it might be a good idea to take care of this while we can. We're in the middle of reviewing the Sandra's course of action during the operation. Since we can't fight on the front lines, we'll have to focus our efforts on disrupting and diverting the enemy. Ezra and I will be trading off at the helm, by the sound of it. Heh, I mentioned to get this thing started. Good, I feel better knowing we have you two to rely on. Take good care of the ship. She'll be in good hands. You know, you got pretty capable lately, Ezra. Have I really? If so, it must be thanks to Miss Karja, along with everyone else aboard the Sandras. By the way, did you give my invite any thought? Yeah, honestly, I'm still on the fence. Mind if I sit on it a while longer? Huh? What are they talking about? Just leave the Sandras to Ezra and me. In the meantime, you guys do whatever you need to get ready. Oh, it feels as though you've changed since last I saw your face, Karja. Perhaps it's the air of maturity you've gained. It reminds me of a certain someone. A certain someone? Who? Well, don't worry about that for now. I have faith the day will come when you can sit down and have a nice long chat about it. I was just in the middle of giving these two a pep talk. You and Adol should focus on preparing for the mission too. Princess, half measures won't be enough for you to win this fight. I can tell by your posture that you and Adol have improved your skills dramatically, Princess. You have betrayed my expectations in a positive sense. I look forward to your battles to come. Sounds kind of condescending when you put it that way, but I'll accept the compliment. Keep in mind, however, that while you two may be capable, we don't know how powerful the enemy is inside the fortresses. Take care to pace yourself so not to exhaust your stamina. No need to tell me twice. You should be more worried about yourself. You won't get off lightly losing a sea battle. So you've grown to the point of giving me cautionary advice. I will bear your words in mind. The crew of the Sanders looks to be in a much finer fettle now. On the battlefield, nothing is set in stone, but stay this course and our victory should follow. That may our protection be with you. I can't help but feel like I'm not supposed to be here. I mean, I've only ever been a part of the Sandra's crew so far. Fighting alongside the Balta Sea Force might be too much of a step up for me. I don't want to look bad in front of my big sister, though. I can't help but feel like I'm not... okay. Oh yeah, I mentioned this in the strategy meeting earlier, but during the battle, the Sandras will be under my general command. As such, her role will be to provide backup for my third flotilla. It'll probably be a fierce battle, but don't sweat it. I won't make my crew do anything reckless. That so? Fine by me. I'll feel better knowing she's in your hands. Yep, and with that, I wish the best of luck to you both. We'll support your infiltration from out here at sea. It'll probably be a tough fight, even with a Jarl at your side. Be sure to prepare yourself. What's up, guys? Looks like we've got some time to kill before the ball gets rolling. We're still free to take the Sanders out and about as long as it doesn't interfere with the operation. So if there's anything that needs doing, might as well get it out of the way. Which reminds me, Rafe and I were patrolling around our campsite near the Sea Fortress the other day. Down the other path, the one you guys didn't take, and we spotted this ginormous slab of rock. It had these ancient Norman letters carved into it. I think it might have been one of those runestones. Down the other path? Huh, that's news to me. But as curious as I am, we still have a mission to prepare for. This will have to wait till later. Maybe next time. Yeah, we ought to focus on the battle ahead. I guess I'd better do my part too. Let's kick some butt out there. Okay. What's the matter, Hugo? At least you're not short on gusto. Don't go letting us down out there. Things have gotten pretty intense, haven't they? As a mercenary, I've had to fight in a lot of different places. But right alongside the Balta Sea Force's main force isn't one I saw coming. You gonna be okay, Mira? Well, you can hardly expect anyone to relax in a situation like this. Ideally, there won't be any injuries, but that's likely too much to ask for. Just a little, yeah. If we really plan on taking down that fortress, there's no way everyone's coming out on the other side unscathed. Knowing that, do you think maybe you and Rosa should sit this one out? No. I may not be able to fight like you, Rafe, but there's still ways I can contribute. That's reason enough not to run away. After all, I want to take back Ability Golf as much as you do. Had a feeling you'd say that. I may not be able to fully prepare myself for what's coming, but that won't stop me from fighting on in my own way. A joint operation with the Balta Sea Force, huh? I was thinking the weight of all of it would be too much for us. No one's made it this far, so it's not like we can just turn back now. This is one big battle we've got ahead. Nothing more to it than keeping on like usual, though. Getting all worked up is going to dull our blade arms anyway. You and Adol should take it easy, too. Huh, funny. Laura told us something awful similar earlier. Coming from Horak the Unfaithful himself a match for the peerless pair, we'd be fools not to take your advice. Ugh, come on, don't call me that. And after all the cool stuff I said, too. What's this? You two look ready to put everything on the line out there. I like the enthusiasm, but if you ask me, you might want to rein it in a bit. There's no point in winning on a battlefield if there ain't no one left to celebrate with. So be good partners and keep each other alive, unless you want to end up a sozzle bastard like me. There's just some unusually wise words coming from you, Toki. It must be a warm day in hell heading our way. You're a saucy one, princess. Having the rest of the Sea Force around keeps me ready and willing to fight. But losing a shield brother leaves more of a gaping hole than you can even imagine. Sure, the Jarl will be coming with, but you two still got to make sure to keep each other alive. Okay, so is there something else I need to look at here? I guess there's something out here.
All right, let's go.
This might be useful.
We may as well take it.
The wind feels amazing.
Ooh, it smells of gold.
This might be useful.
This might come in handy.
Suck on this!
Whoopsie!
All right, let's disembark. Let's catch our breath.
Go time!
Switch! Huh? Yeah! Next! Come at me! Next! Come at me!
Together!
Something's here.
can do it, Karja.
Something's off. Might want to mana sense around.
Switch! How's that?
Switch!
I knew you could do it, Karja.
Huh. Didn't expect this here. Yeah! Looks tough. Sure put our skills to the test.
Veterans necklace. Defense elixir.
Oh, lucky me.
Why is this? Is there a quest any?
Let's be off. Yeah.
Hey, the Jarl's message. Hey, I got the Jarl's message. Looks like it's time for the big showdown. The battlefield is a grand stage for our shipwrights too, you know. But the Sandros is still just a rookie here. If you can bring everyone back alive, that'll be a passing grade. Don't go dying some dumbass death just because you mana users had to get all flashy on us. My goodness, such a healthy looking goat. Seems like we have some delicious milk to look forward to. And there are so many vegetables and grains. It'll be well worth keeping them for storage. Oh, did you go shopping or something? Actually, it was a gift from Ilmer Village. Now that we've decided to join forces, they want to start helping us right away. Apparently, even our ships stopping by Ilmer Village are receiving aid in the form of supplies. Well, this war is dragging on longer than expected, after all. On behalf of those fighting on the front lines, we're grateful for all the support. Goodness, just what do we do about this year's Harvest Festival? This year's? We're gonna hold one like normal? I guess we'd already be well into the season for it if these were average times. It was decided at the thing we held recently. Our pitiful little war against the Grieger doesn't have to stop us from carrying on our traditions. We need to get on with the preparations and be ready to start at any time. So said the Jarl, that is. I get it. He wants to boost morale on the island by showing that we got plenty of leeway. Definitely sounds like an ass Grimson would make, right down to how unreasonable it is. He really expects you to gather the offerings in a situation like this? What's offerings? They're items that we gather every year to offer up to Har in prayer for a bountiful harvest. Normally we would collect them from the around Abelia Gulf, but that was before things got infested. Before those things infested our waters. This made procuring things much less feasible than we might have hoped. Everyone's been so looking forward to the festival too. If only there was some other way. Maybe the Saunders can lend a hand. Oh, are you sure you don't mind? I had a feeling you'd say that, but this is an island tradition we're talking about. If it's a matter of keeping the people's morale up, then I think it's worthwhile for us to get involved. You just need the same standard offerings we prepare every year, right? Yes, fly agarics and henbane blossoms. The normal people consider them good luck. Flies what? Oh, it's a beautiful bright red mushroom. Be careful though, it's quite toxic. Henbane blossoms are poisonous too, in fact. Handled wrong, they can even be fatal. Imbibing the poison has long been passed down the Norman people as a way of heightening one's fighting spirit. I'm sure that might be hard for outsiders to understand, but it's part of our culture. Oh, and before I forget, we're also going to need bellflowers this year. What? Since when do bellflowers have anything to do with the Harvest Festival? It was per the Jarl's request at the thing. Perhaps he's looking to introduce some variety this year, what with us being in the middle of a war. Oh yeah? Well, fine. Not like we need to go out of our way for it. We can find the Hellbane blossoms on Lecto Island, and I think fly agarics are just outside the village on Anchor Island. As for the bellflowers, they grow on Callan Island, I'm told. I feel much more at ease knowing that you and the princess are on the job. Best of luck to you all.
Let's give it a go.
Oh, okay, you actually have to do all these.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I guess it would have been possible for me to gather them before the mission started. Because I've been gathering everything that I can find. So, I'm surprised I don't have it all.
What can I get you today?
Heal Formula 2.
Pleasure doing
Panacea
business.
2.
Pleasure doing business.
Decker Shield. No care.
Pleasure doing. Was there anything Anki for stop?
Okay, where do we go now? Lecto. Nictu Verada.
Okay, let's pick up the pace.
Fish something up.
Smooth and steady sailing. Might be handy.
All right, let's disembark.
Want to take a break here? Huh?
I knew you could do it, Karja.
That takes care of the henbane blossoms. They were closer than I thought. I wonder if this is where he normally gets them from. It's nothing. Forget it.
Something's off. Might want to mana sense around. Yeah! Eat this! Yeah! Let's make sure to prep up.
How many bottles? I do not.
What's next? All set to go?
So this is the bulk of the Balta Sea Force, huh? Makes for an awe-inspiring sight.
Yeah, if they weren't on our side, I'd be shaking in my boots.
This is the first time I've ever seen this many ships in one place outside of an expedition. But don't stress. We can rely on them as if they were our own brothers and sisters.
Hey, nobody I'd want on my side more in a situation like this.
Okay, stuff out here. Really? I guess I just never did explore that area.
Look at us go!
We're going at a real nice clip.
Let's see.
Those dolphins that Ashley wanted to see should be in this area, but they don't appear to be any around. Was I off the mark? No, they have to be somewhere. Butter. Hmm?
Hey!
Let's see.
Sweet!
Whoa, a whole pot of dolphins. Is this awesome or what? Look how high they can jump. It's so impressive from up close. So pretty, just like he said they'd be. Or no, even prettier. Pretty spectacular sight, huh? What? Don't scare me like that. You look awful happy about it yourself, though. So, why are you so keen on seeing a dolphin pod anyway? No reason. I just felt like it. We're gonna be out to sea. We're gonna be out to sea for a while, right? Gotta kill some time somehow. Uh-huh. You lit up quite a bit there for somebody just killing time. Did not. You were grinning up a storm. I said I wasn't. Sheesh. Sea creatures make me curious as all, so I wanted to get a look at some myself. If you want, I can even teach you a few things about them. But in exchange, you gotta help me out whenever there's a new animal I want to check out. Oh, and here, this is for you guys. I don't really have any money, so it's just a scrap of paper from the floor at the study of my house. All that work and this is our reward? Sheesh, I can't tell if it's sad or cute. Doesn't seem like all of this was just him being a selfish brat, though. I get the sense there's more to this kid being so versed in marine life. Anyway, maybe we can humor him again sometime if we're feeling up to it.
That takes care of that.
Notebook entry complete. Let me know when you find something new.
Okay, then we're coming here.
Whoa! Amazing!
A small boom.
Yeah, there's quite a bit we didn't do. So,
Reduced to scrounging like this.
thankfully there's no real pressure to do it.
Full speed ahead!
Reduced to scrounging like this.
Drop anchor! We're going ashore! Yeah! Yeah!
This can't just go unanswered. We have to find a way to deal with it. Princess and Adol. Do you know anything about the suspicious ship that's been appearing lately? Huh? Where is this coming from? Well, there's been a strange vessel spotted in the Osmond Expanse recently. It's said to be a ghost ship, one that emerges shrouded by miasma and sets upon those who cross its path. A ghost ship? I've only heard yarns like that spun by fishermen or pirates who've been a bit too much food on drink. Right, I had my doubts too. We've had numerous reports of the Balta Sea Force coming up under fire while traveling through this region. But upon sailing out to investigate, I actually saw it myself. A thick miasma emerged out of the blue on the midnight seas, and the shadow of a rotten frigate beyond it. That's one hell of a horror story. So they're even attacking the Sea Force's ships, huh? Actually, I had another look at the previous incident, and to be more precise, Balta Sea Force ships have been the only victims of attack. Fortunately, there hasn't been any major damage done so far. Huh, interesting. A ghost ship who's got it out for the Balta Sea Force. There's got to be something behind it. Our investigations are still ongoing, but we've hit a dead end. Could I ask for the Sandra's aid as well? If you got the energy to spare, that is. So, you'll help? We're in your debt. I feel like Adol's just in it for the chance to see a ghost ship. Well, it's not like we can just sit back and do nothing while they harass the Sea Force. Ghost ship or not, we gotta nip this in the bud. Reliable as always, Princess. We can't tell what this ghost ship really is, but the power of mana wield might be able to... We won't know until we see it with our eyes first. Any idea as to where you think it'll show up next? No, it only appears in the dead of night, and we haven't been able to pinpoint it. But I can say that its presence is always accompanied by a thick miasma. Maybe you could try searching the Osmond Expanse for something alongside those lines. Then we might be able to catch him off guard ourselves. A thick miasma. Let's go looking for it.
Let's give it a go.
So much dialogue. So much to read. I don't know how much is adding to the game, but, you know, I'm glad it's there. It's just, it's a lot.
The wind feels amazing.
Waste not, want not.
The wind feels amazing.
Hated. Spite. Eek! What the? Anyone else hearing that creeptastic voice? Thick miasma. This must be the one. Charge into it. Alright, full speed ahead. Aye, aye, Captain. Whoa, heads up. Grieger ships? Figures they were the ones behind this. Let's blast our way through them. Boy.
I'll keep us safe.
What did I do to deserve this?
Chew on this.
Fire!
Take that! How'd you like this? Take the shot!
Whoa! Were we hit?
Now!
Here's one with your name on it! Now!
Secret weapon, go!
Now!
Fire!
Fire!
How do you like that?
Here's one with your name on it!
Out of our way.
Here's one with your name on it!
Was that the last of them?
Nah.
No, there's another coming from over there. Dr. Flare, is that? Without a doubt, it's the passenger liner we took from Mysteria. The Adamas. That's where Adol and I first met. But the Balta Sea Force already sees that ship. What's it doing here? Well, no point in stewing on it. Let's make our move. So, you've come, Norman Wrench. Wretch. Captain Victor LaSalle? What are you doing here? Why, you ask? Who are you exactly? An ally of the Normans? If so, then you'll get no mercy. Prepare to meet your briny demise. By my hands, and mine, and mine, and mine. Ugh, there's something off about this guy. Are you Captain LaSalle or not? Norman scum. If it hadn't been for you, I could have continued ferrying people through Abelia's Gulf. Beautiful sights at exorbitant rates. If you hadn't stopped me, I could have continued plundering clueless merchants for all they're worth. If you hadn't closed off that smuggling route, my trading company would have prospered for sure. If you hadn't gotten in the way, we would have run that harbor town into the dirt. Blasted Normans, this is all your fault. These people. Were all of them bumped off by us Normans? That's right, we are the accumulation of their malice. The ever-increasing grudges against you who lord over these seas as if they were yours by right. A Grieger formed by the resentments gathered by Lady Jord. Jord. With this power we will have our revenge on you Normans. A massive grudges against Normans? You can't be serious. You brought it onto yourselves. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Now is our time to get back at you Normans. I see. Now that I get the logic. Or not that I get the logic. Seems that witch Yoro cooked up a real hell of a headache behind the scenes. All the things you do to others will one day come back around on you. Normans always act like with that in mind, sometimes landing on ruthless decisions. That's what it takes to keep order in these seas and ensure that folks don't make the same mistake twice. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. As long as I'm a Norman, I never will. Defiant pest. Still, the way I am now lets me see things from another angle. Not every solution needs to be cruel. There had to have been a different way to go about things. Maybe when there wouldn't have been so much built-up resentment. Or maybe then there wouldn't be so much built-up resentment, whether justified or not. What? Karja. Either way, we can't just stand by while you keep assaulting our allied ships. So as a Norman, I'll do you a favor and face your resentments head on. And then I'll let you finally rest in peace. You little wench. Blobwiser? Okay. Is his son Blobwiser White? Brr. Whew. Well, that's that. Turns out the power of a misplaced grudge can only go so far. No need to worry. Doesn't matter what resentment it causes, as long as we Normans keep pushing forth with our justice. At least that's how the old me always saw it. But now I can put myself in the shoes of those having that justice forced on them. It's all because of you and the others, Adol. And you know what? I'm grateful for it. Least I can do for these guys is take their feelings and grow from them. Hey, Adol, Karja, are you guys okay? The ship's starting to sink. You gotta hurry back to the Sandras. Yeah, we know. Let's go, Shield Brother. Afterwards, Adol and crew returned to Anchor Island. They then reported that the mystery behind the ghost ship had been solved.
That takes care of that.
Shield cannons, okay. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching East 10 Nordics, running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.